Hello everybody and welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm the INSANEBRIT and this is the next game on the pre-season tour, the International Championship Cup. Yeah, I know, not a very interesting name. If you are a Chelsea fan, smash that subscribe button because we will be doing this every single week up until the end of the season. It will get more accurate, especially when FIFA 19 comes out. I've customized Surrey's formation as 4-3-3 from the previous game, so we've got more accurate depiction now of how we will be playing. Jorginho is going to sit in the middle. We had Fabregas on the right side. Now, Jorginho pings the ball around the pitch. And I thought that Fabregas might get a little bit pushed out. I put Collins back in goal. They did play a reserve side, more or less. Minus one or two of the players. They had a lot of reserves on the bench. I mean, they only allowed 3 substitutions being made as well on that. So there won't be loads and loads of changes like there is in real life, of course. So we do have limitations here. But it should be a good game. And like I said, we're going to get more accurate depiction of how we're going to play under Surrey. Inter Milan's team hasn't changed much. Or I haven't edited Inter Milan's team or anything like that. I've just left them as they were. So, including transfers, I haven't really moved anyone in or out. Icardi is one of their key men, of course. Isolated up top in theory if they can get that link-up play between Mario, who's a pretty good midfielder as well. So it should be interesting. Hadovic in goal. Decent goalkeeper. We're rumoured to be getting some kind of another player. I think he's a midfielder, at least on FIFA he is. It's Spartak Moscow. I can't believe Govlin, I think his name is, but that's just a rumour at this point now, it really confirmed. So Chelsea kick it off here in this pre-season, the second pre-season game. Like I said, more accurate depiction. Louise was in action in Australia. I've got loads of reserves on the bench as well, so anyone does come on, it will be someone having a chance. Emerson now. Down the flank, cuts inside. Barkley had a good game in the previous match. I think that was Jorginho loses out. Jorginho isn't the best when it comes to defensive work, so I was pretty surprised to see Jorginho sitting in that place, but then in the middle, sorry, and Fabregas was on the right of him. He ain't got a lot of pace, and we're going to need pace in that midfield. We've got Kante to fill that role, but I was pretty surprised. I thought it might have been a swap out between Fabregas and Jorginho if they ping the ball around the attacking area. Good movement from Chelsea now, lots of positives. Pedro scoring the winner against Perth Glory. Barrerio, Jalmerio. Okay, I'm not going to get all these names right, guys, so remember that. The pronunciations. Don't really say them in every single week. Give them away now. Emerson. Moretta. Plays it through to Jorginho, Fabregas. Zappacosta now. Robbed by Petric. Fabregas battles for the ball, gets it back. Jorginho on the right wing. Pedro with the cross, will he? Looks like he's going to have the cuts inside. No, gives it to Jorginho. Zappacosta now. Oh, and he loses out. Maybe should have put it in the box. Chelsea looking very solid defensively, holding that possession. Good quick passing. This is how I believe Napoli used to play. Well, under Sarri. We've gone from a counter-attacking football from last year to possession play, it would seem. Good to see Barkley in the Perth Glory match. Looking strong. Getting a few shots off. Should have been more than 1-0. Christensen. Also good to see David Luiz back in there competing for the defender spot, but at the same time you kind of worry about him defensively. Pesric now. Clips it into the right wing. Kendreva. Good crosser of the ball. Cuts inside. No, he doesn't. Emerson robs him this time. We've got 3,000, about 2,000, 3,000 views on the Perth Glory one. That's great. Down this left wing, loses out. I can't know who that was. Emerson wins it back. Alonso this time. Oh, gives it away. Candreva comes back now. Chelsea's still in possession, still in control of this game. 16 minutes in. Over the top, route 1. Alonso brings it down. It's Barkley. Will he take a strike? Oh, maybe should have turned and had a strike there. Mario. Oh, it's a tackle from Christensen. Referee deemed it good. Wasn't a nasty one. It was a fair challenge. Or a fair attempt at the ball. Apparently he got it. Took the player out as well. Pedro now. Gives it to Moretta. Cuts inside. No, taking him down the flanks. No, he's trying to cut inside. A little bit of footwork there. Loses out. No one to support him there, really. Icardi. Coming deep into the midfield. Robbed by Christensen now. Gives it to Moretta. Plays it off. Oh, it's a lovely 1-2. Oh, what a goal! Brilliantly done. Great movement there. That was fantastic. I think that was Fabregas that did it. Hold up play was good. A little 1-2 between them. And Fabregas with the shot. I was worried about Fabregas and pace. But with his football intelligence, that is what he's there for as well. Not only to pass the ball, but he can do that as well. It's taken him under 20 minutes for Chelsea to break the deadlock. And the game would have been very dominant. Yep, 21 minutes. Into Milan on the back foot. Miranda now. Joe Mario. Berelio. Dalbert clips it in over the top. Route 1. Cut out by Zappacosta. Peslic robs him of the ball now. Gets a cross in. Just puts it in. And Brad Collins. I think it's Bradley Collins. The reserve team goalkeeper. One of about 3 or 4. Hasn't been tested at all this half. In the first 23 minutes of this game. So I think it's the first time he's touched the ball. Zappacosta. Moretta now. Plays in a good through ball. Just about gets there. Pedro. Crosses it. Back post. Cut out there. Emerson. Back in. Cleared this time. Right back into... Oh, it's given away by Luiz there. Like I said, when FIFA 19 comes out, there'll be a more accurate depiction and inform will come into play and all the rest of it. So, it'll be more interesting. Route 1 over the top. They've been trying to break through Chelsea's defence. Candreva offside there, I believe. Trying to find a way through. Chelsea's been quite solid defensively, ironically, considering that Luiz is playing. Not that he's a bad player or anything like that. He just makes mistakes. Mario. Aurelio over the top. Cut out by Emerson. Robbed by Candreva. Icardi with his first shot. Didn't know who was around him. Just had to take the opportunity. And there's that wonderful goal again by Fabregas. Right foot. Collins with the clearance. Jorginho. Ain't put a foot wrong. Moretta loses out. Petric. Icardi. Petric. Down that left wing now. Dalbert. Hasn't overlapped in a long time. Cuts inside. Brilliant move. And Collins. Oh, punches this time. David Luiz with the clearance. Inter Milan still in possession. Dalbert on the left wing. Once more. Here's a cross in again. And this time Barkley and Icardi. With a strike or attempted strike. It's gone nowhere. Deflected. It's a corner to Inter Milan, I believe. .31 minutes gone. Oh, and from distance that was going to be a belter if that tried to challenge the keeper. Into Fabregas with the block. Inter Milan still in possession. Mario in the box now, but can barely touch him. Emerson wins it back once more, with Chelsea hit him on the break, and it's gone nowhere. It's petered out nowhere. Inter Milan still in possession. Coming back, Barilio loses out this time. Alonso cleans it up, and Chelsea start again. Look at the quick pace passing of Chelsea, just knocking it about the pitch all over the place. Morata now. Oh, brilliant bit of move. A brilliant skill, sorry. Barkley. Fabregas. Loses out this time to Icardi, who's sitting deep in the midfield, trying to win the ball from that area. Fabregas. Plays it to Morata once more. Who plays it to Barkley? Oh, and it's a cross goal. So Morata doing a great job of holding the ball up and then laying it off to one of the midfielders in Barkley or Fabregas. Icardi seems to be coming deep into the midfield because he's isolated up top. And that is a problem when you do that kind of formation. The link-up play hasn't been great. Mario's tried his best, but the two defensive midfielders, I don't know. They haven't been doing their job. I don't know what they're doing, because Chelsea is still able to get through and they're not coming forward to help Joe Mario. So I don't know what's going on there. Pesric now. Look at that, robbed once more. Morata on the ball, giving a Jorginho now. Brilliant move. Zappacosta. Jorginho. Particularly dangerous on these flanks, this left flank. Emerson. Even though Emerson isn't as advanced as Alonso, Emerson's been doing a lot of work. A lovely back heel there. Jorginho now in the box for the first time, cuts inside. No one challenging him. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, it was wide. I thought it was in. What a brilliant move from Chelsea. How no one challenged him, I will never know. Was that deflected? I don't even know. Pedro with the miss. By the looks of it, it was just a straight miss. Damn, man, that was so close. 40 minutes gone. Here comes Icardi, robbed by Christensen this time. João Mario wins it back. Mario again, breaking into the box, takes a strike from distance, trying to test Collins, and it hasn't worked. And that is Collins' goal kick. We may see a different goalkeeper in goal, one that isn't even on FIFA. We had the likes of Pardew and one or two others who, Idoie, or what, I can't remember his name right now, who did play in the Australian game. He is in FIFA, but if I do that, if I do the update thing, it will move all the players that I've brought back to Chelsea, so you'll be missing, you'll have one or two there, but the majority of them will all go to elsewhere, and there won't be an accurate depiction of our pre-season. So, Morata now with the cross, cut out this time. Barkley on the ball, looking dangerous as usual from the previous game, looking lively. And that is is that an offside position? So yeah, so basically, I've edited it myself and took the offline form thing, and therefore, you know, you've got all these reserve players and stuff like that. So we're only missing one or two players in this squad, but they're not really that important. Icardi gives it away. Barkley now. Jorginho again. Chelsea looking very solid defensively. For a midfield with not a lot of pace, or Jorginho might have pace, but Fabregas really hasn't got that much pace like that. He may have to be taken off in the second half. I can see that actually happening. Not that he's done poorly, but energy-wise, he may, they might choose to swap it out. Okay, so guys, that is the end of the first half. A pretty good first half. Chelsea very, very dominant. Inter Milan have struggled. We're only winning 1-0, but it's a good victory right now. A good goal, sorry. I haven't confirmed just yet. Fabregas 21 minutes. So Inter Milan kicked this off. Clipping it in over the top. Pedric now loses out to Zappacosta. Pedro. Ooh. Dalbert with the challenge there, getting a little bit physical now. Maybe get a little bit of aggression in there. Cardi holding it up, playing it into Pedric. Crosses in, back post, and it's cleared by Emerson this time. But Inter Milan looking to start lively, to get their foot in, try and break up Chelsea's dominance in the play. Pedro. Fabregas. Oh, it's brilliant. Moretta now. Alonso cuts inside. No, it's not happened. It's cleared. Well, it's looking right now as you were for Chelsea. Just keep doing what you're doing. Jorginho. We do have Arsenal coming up as well. And Leon. Moretta. Oh, it's a brilliant ball in there to Pedro. Oh, he lost out there. Unlucky. One shot, one goal for Fabregas. Should have been two with that amazing strike. I think that was from Pedro. Endrevel wins a header. Mario. Icardi now. Chelsea backing off, tries to play a through ball, hasn't worked out. Misplaced pass there. Really, it was a poorly placed pass from Icardi there. Pedric can overlap. Maybe he can now. Oh, what a great first touch. He just crosses it across goal, but it's no one there. Luis just gathers up, clears the ball. Moretta loses out this time. Pedric on the ball. Icardi to Mario, trying to play a 1-2. Hasn't really worked out. Cut out by Chelsea. 55 minutes gone. Pasalic is on. Or Pasalic or whatever. Pasalic? I think he's rumoured to be leaving actually Chelsea. For £13-14 million. Going to some club. I don't know where. I think that's Barkley's come off actually for Pasalic. It's ironic they took him on the Australian tour, they said, because he's rumoured to be leaving for around, like I said, £8-13 million. So, but whatever. Jorginho now. Maybe they might keep him. Who knows? Fabregas. Jorginho. So Barkley was the one to come off. Who didn't have a bad game. Another substitution being made. Broslevic versus on for Vesinho. Now this is a player that Chelsea were interested in about 2 years ago. A midfielder. Inter Milan have managed to keep him. Jorginho plays it through to Moretta, who gives it to Fabregas, and another strike from Fabregas. Hanovic down to his left. Good save. Good reaction save. Out of nowhere, bang. Didn't have to do a lot of work, but he had to get down, save it. Corner for Chelsea. Cleared. Jorginho now in possession, tries to play a through ball. Fabregas. Alonso loses out this time. They seem to be clipping it over the top an awful lot. Candreva now. Or Candreva, whatever his name is. Mario loses out to Jorginho. Could have threaded the ball through. Mario challenging for the ball and wins it back. Icardi. Trying to bring others into play. Brozovic now on the ball for the first time. Oh, and it's given away. Emerson and Luis there to just calmly double up on him more or less and force him into a pass, and it hasn't gone nowhere for him. Zappacosta. Alonso. Moretta now. Must be knackered. Jorginho back in possession. Pasalic. Oh, there's a strike from Pedro. Good strike, right foot. And another substitution being made, and this time it's Alonso on that left wing, advanced attacking area for Masonda, Charlie Masonda, who's rated as a golden wonder boy kind of thing, you know. Had a few chances last season under Conte, I think it was, and set up a beautiful goal. I can't remember who that was against, but he set one up. So it's nice to see him getting a run out. Jorginho. Zappacosta. Moretta. And it's a foul there, not given by the referee. Advantage played on. Fabregas. Look at Chelsea playing this wonderful passing game. Ones and twos, knocking the ball around the pitch so fluently. And Inter Milan can barely keep up. And there is a card for the comeback. Miranda this time. I think, I'm not too sure. Was it Miranda we were interested in at one point? A couple of years ago when he was at a German club. Chelsea with the throw on. Zappacosta. Oh, look at this. Fabregas, Pedro. I can't keep track of the ball. Fabregas with the cross, and Hanovic comes out and takes the ball into his possession. 70 minutes gone. Paslic now. Oh, with an interception there. Moretta. Trying to run at the back four. Hasn't really worked out. Tackled. Again, Chelsea in this position, in this position, so strong in the defence, amazing, and the midfield, surprisingly.
Substitution for Chelsea.
Another substitution being made. Chelsea, Drinkwater on for Fabregas, and there you go. I knew Fabregas would come off. Drinkwater perhaps giving a little bit more energy into that midfield, a little bit more pace. Well, he ain't very a pace man, but you know what I mean. Freshening it up, Drinkwater now. Pedro now with the cross. It's cleared. Mario. Drinkwater back in possession now. Pedro. Darbert this time wins it back. João Mario. Inter Milan trying to, sort of playing route one, they're now trying to pass the ball around. They can't help but clip it in, can they? They have to clip it in. Hasn't really worked for them thus far, so try something different, but there you go, Emerson. Musonda. Musonda cutting inside. Oh, he's looking to make an impact here. Ah, Drinkwater trying to play it back to him, and it hasn't worked out. Unfortunate. Drinkwater takes strikes from distance. Oh, getting a bit physical there. Pedro, back heel, hasn't worked out. Cleared there by Brovanic. There's a foul being given, and another substitution being made, I think. Jovovic for Icardi.
To be replaced by.
Icardi hasn't done too badly, but the link-up play between the midfield and the striker on his team for Inter hasn't been good. So, not really him to blame him, but at the same time, you know. Paslovic. Dalbert with the block this time. Pesric. Djokovic, sorry, on the ball for the first time. Barello. Drinkwater trying to get a bit more physical once more. Miranda out of nowhere from a defensive position in a striking position. Musonda. Gallardino? What? Roberto Gallardino coming on for a midfielder. I've never heard of him, I won't even lie. Moretta. And straight away Moretta laying one on him. I don't know if that is him actually, but that was a bit of a brutal challenge. Musonda. Referee deems it fair. Emerson. Jorginho. Lays it off to Paslic. Hasn't worked out. Back to Jorginho. Lays it back in without looking. Inter Milan back in possession now. And it's given away. My God. Inter Milan have been very, very poor. Zappacosta. Pedro. Down that right wing. Pressure on the ball. He really wants it back, Pedro. Christensen.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Oh, it's a brilliant ball into Pedro. Cuts inside. Lets it go. A strike. Back post. Oh, Masonda. Oh. Drink water of a strike. I think that's going to be a corner, is it not? Chelsea trying to get that second goal. Always needed a second goal to secure it, but I'm never really worried about that, considering it's just a friendly kind of thing, you know what I mean? But Morata with the yellow card. Damn, I'm trying to think about who to give this man of the match award, my man of the match award, and I want to give it to Fabregas, but then Pedro's done well, Emerson's done well, Morata's done well, even Jorginho's done well. Man, I'm going to give it to Morata. A lovely setup of a goal, been solid all game. Luiz goes up for the header. Christensen. It's passage! Right foot! Oh! First shot on goal. For him anyway. Why, it's 50? Really? I don't know if that is his correct number actually. I did just put him in the team, so I give him a random number. But it was a great shot. But yeah, for me guys, Morata, he's done really well. Performed well. Been lively. Physical. Holding the ball, holding up play, bringing in Fabregas. Let me know in the comment section who you think man of the match should be. Like I said, it could have been Emerson. I loved his performance. Barkley was pretty good. Jorginho was good. Pedro was great. So, you know. Well, guys, that is the end of this week's simulation. We have Chelsea winning 1-0 in the International Cup. The next fixture, I believe, is Arsenal. I think it is. In Nice, in France, somewhere. So that should be interesting. We'll see how that plays out. And they've got a lot of good players. They've got Papalos, or whatever his name is, a defender who they've replaced Mertesacker. They've got Leno. I don't know if he might be in goal. I'll put him in goal just for testing him out and seeing what he's like. I'll change his team around a little bit. We'll have to see what happens in this actual Inter Milan match. And hopefully, you know, we dominate just like this and get more goals, you know what I mean? The football was good. I enjoyed it. What I'm seeing here anyway, I know it's just a FIFA simulation, but it's always fun to watch. Like I said, that beautiful 1-2 and Fabregas' great goal. Little runs like that here and there, and we're playing some good stuff according to this simulation. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Like I said, we will be doing these all year round or whatever. If you want to donate to me or buy a t-shirt, the link for that is in the description below. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Keep the blue flag flying high.